The first step toward justice is to protect the truth.
Hello friends, welcome back to Taruvu Forensic Vlogs, where science meets truth and knowledge serves society. I am Suresh Taruvu, former Joint Director of the Andhra Pradesh Forensic Science Laboratory, AP Police Department, and recipient of 6 national awards from the Directorate of Forensic Science, Ministry of Home Affairs, New Delhi. After serving the nation for over 4 decades, I have entered a new chapter, not of rest, but of responsibility. A responsibility to share knowledge, guide the next generation, and raise awareness in the noble field of forensic science. A science rooted in truth, justice, and humanity. Whether you are a student dreaming of solving real-life mysteries, an induction trainee beginning your journey in law enforcement, a police officer or judicial officer seeking deeper understanding, a medical or legal professional who interacts with the justice system, or simply a curious citizen eager to learn. This series is made with you in mind, because awareness builds strength, knowledge, and saves evidence. In part 2 of our crime scene investigation series, we dive into one of the most crucial foundations of forensic science. In this episode, we learn who enters the crime scene first, why contamination must be strictly avoided, how documentation is done professionally, what type of evidence are collected, and how the chain of custody protects every piece of the puzzle. Let us walk together on this journey of truth, precision, and justice. At a crime scene, every second counts, and so does every step. The first responding police officer is not just an onlooker. They are the guardian of the truth, the first line of defense for justice. Their responsibilities are critical. Secure the scene immediately to prevent disturbance. Restrict access only to essential personnel. Call for the clues team or forensic experts without delay. Until proper documentation begins, nothing should be touched, moved, or disturbed. Even well-meaning actions can destroy vital evidence. Remember, truth is fragile and begins with discipline at the very first moment. A crime scene is more than just a location. It is a silent witness waiting to speak through the clues it holds. But that voice can be lost forever with one careless footprint, one ungloved hand, one unrecorded movement. Contamination is the enemy of truth. To protect the scene, no unauthorized entry, no mobile phone uses, no media, public or non-essential staff, no touching of the body, blood patterns or evidence markers. Instead, maintain clear barriers, proper PPE, personal protective equipment, document every action. Preserving the original state is not just a rule, it is a responsibility, because When evidence is contaminated, we doesn't just lose a clue, we risk losing justice. Documentation means eyes before hands. Before a single object is touched, before a single clue is lifted, the scene must speak for itself. That's where documentation begins, with eyes before hands. This is one of the most sacred steps in crime scene investigation because it freezes the scene in time for those who will never stand there in person. Investigators, judges, juries, and even future forensic experts. Photographs taken from wide angles, mid angles, and close-ups, with scale and without scale. Videography to capture the layout and walk-through sequence. Sketches to show positions, distances, and spatial relationships. Field notes to record every observation, smell, temperature, and the first impressions. This meticulous process becomes the voice of the crime scene, preserved forever in files, reports, and courtrooms. Because once the scene is cleaned, the only truth that remains is what we documented. Evidence collection, types and techniques. Once the documentation is complete, it's time for careful and respectful evidence collection. In forensics, we treat every item, no matter how small, as if it might hold the key to justice. There are three major types of evidences we look for. Number one, physical evidence, like weapons, tools, glass fragments, clothing, etc. Second one, biological evidence, bloodstains, saliva, semen, tissue, hair, and other body fluids. Third one, trace evidence, like fibers, gunshot residues, soil, pollen, paint flakes, etc. Every piece of evidence must be collected using proper tools like tweezers, swabs with gloves, placed in sterile, dry, and appropriate containers like paper bags, boxes, tubes, etc. Labeled clearly with full case details, sealed securely and documented. This step is where science meets discipline and where truth meets responsibility. A single fiber, a drop of blood, a broken glass shard can connect a suspect to the scene or prove someone's innocence. Chain of custody, evidence with accountability. The truth does not just need to be found, it must be protected. From the moment an item is collected, it enters a journey known as the chain of custody, a legal and scientific record that tracks every hand that touches the evidence. This includes who collected it, where and when it was found, who handled it next and under what conditions, how it was stored, transported, and presented in court. Even a single link in that chain is missing or mishandled, the evidence can be challenged, the integrity can be questioned, the case can be fall apart. Maintaining this chain is moral and professional duty. If even a single link in that chain is missing or mishandled, the evidence can be challenged, the integrity can be questioned, the case can fall apart. Maintaining this chain is moral and professional duty, because evidence without accountability is just an object. But with accountability, it becomes a pillar of justice. Securing and preserving a crime scene is not just the first step of investigation. It is a foundation upon which justice stands. It is not merely a procedure. It is a promise. A promise to the victim, a promise to the court, and above all, a promise to society. That truth will not be lost, that it will be protected with integrity. In our next episode, we will dive into how to collect physical, biological, and trace evidences step by step using scientific methods and best practices. If this content has inspired you or offered value, please do like, subscribe, and share with your students, colleagues, or fellow professionals. I am Suresh Taruvu, forensic experts, signing off with deep respect and an unwavering commitment to education, awareness, and truth. Jai Hind, Jai Forensics.